So how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing well. So how about
Mhm.
you?
Same here, doing pretty well, but today I would say my day has been little slow. I'm going with a slow pace today. I just took my bath and was basking up in the sun, and then I came to this session.
Yeah, it's
How about
great
you?
sometimes to take time for ourselves.
Right, right. So actually, these days I'm not taking many classes at time. Otherwise, I used to take like few classes in the morning also, and then at night. But these days I have only one group class, so that is why I am little free. So just having my me time.
So online
Uh-huh.
classes,
Come again?
online classes are you taking?
Yes, yes, I take online classes. Okay, so
Great.
how about you? How has your day been so far?
Yeah, it's going good. As you told
Mhm.
me, so I said okay. I didn't prepare my lunch yet. So I was
Mhm.
thinking that I have to prepare my lunch, and it's okay because I'm not at my in-laws' home. That there is a sword on my head that I have to do this work on the time. So I'm
Uh-huh.
free doing my all the household chores. So yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so
That's
first
great.
to introduce ourselves.
Yes, yes, yes. So shall I go first?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you already know, my name is Sunita Rawat and I hail from a beautiful region of Chamoli, Uttarakhand. I am a mother to two boys, and along with that, I run a YouTube channel named Sunita's English Adventure, wherein I meet people like you. I love interacting with them, engaging in these healthy conversations, and I love imparting the knowledge that I'm gaining over time with my learners and my students. And YouTube is also one of the platforms where I can share my knowledge. So, with the help of some reels and some conversation videos and some solo videos, I have been doing the same. So that's a bit about me. If you have any questions, you can surely ask me.
Yeah, but nice to hear about you, Sunita. So let me introduce myself. My name is Varsha, and I hail from the snowy and scenic beauty of Himachal Pradesh, but currently reside in Punjab with my family. And as a language enthusiast, I started my YouTube channel focused on English conversational videos. Yeah, that's little about me. So we are both mothers, two kids. So this is a
Hmm.
great thing. We are doing so many works simultaneously, and so today we can discuss over here because sometimes women they have excuses that I can't say that especially that these are the excuses that we can't do anything. But yeah, sometimes we have need for us time, and I want to encourage those women who wants to do something in their life but they are not able to do. So
Hmm.
how they can learn from online nowadays? They are best thing that we can learn, and how they can start their journey from their home. They can't like they don't have need to go anywhere for earning, and for improving their self they can. So how will you define it, and how will you help those ladies?
Hmm. Okay, that's very interesting question and very good topic so that everyone could get a little inspiration out of this. If I talk about both of us also, our journey is all over YouTube. We all started with that little imperfection. We were not perfect when we started, but while being on this journey, we are progressing day by day. So it's just not that you have to wait for the perfect time and then you'll start something in your life. People see them as someone amateur, that they don't have any skills or they are good for nothing. Sometimes they think that way, but it's just that everybody has some or the other skill, I must say. It could be a creative part of them, or it could be technical also. Like they all are very educated. Some of them have must have done this technical degrees as well. They must have got this technical degree, so they are good at technical things as well. There are many channels on YouTube, those who are teaching about technical things, how to use YouTube for earning well. Like there are many opportunities out there. If they can't go outside to work, then while being at their home, they can have many good opportunities, like we are doing the conversational videos we are having. While having conversational video, we are meeting many people across the world, across India, right? So in this way, we are learning a lot, many things through these conversational videos only. We are getting their perspective, and then in that process, we are trying to learn some or the other thing from, the resources, whatever we have through internet or through videos, all that, so that we could present ourselves very gracefully in front of them. So in this process, we are learning and we are exhibiting ourselves, our skills. So we have a very good platform. There is YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, anywhere you can go. All the ladies are doing. So it's not that I would definitely call it an excuse. You were telling me that we can't call it an excuse, but I would definitely call it an excuse because opportunities are definitely in front of you. It's just that your eyes are closed, you don't want to see them. But speaking of this, I would definitely say there are many houses where ladies are restricted to do all these kind of things. Their family don't want them to be presented on a social platform, or they don't want them to be um, watched by many people, right? So there are many restrictions, but still if they are dedicated enough, or if they are ambitious enough, they can still do many things from their home itself. Like there are many small businesses they can go for. I also started once this knitting business. So I tried doing it, but because of my kids' responsibilities and family responsibilities, I was not able to continue with it. But this is also one of the options. If you have one kid, I would say it's easy to manage with one kid, but if you have more than one, then it's pretty difficult. But if you have one, go for some kind of small business that you are good at, or if you are not good at it, or if you don't know anything about any particular skill, learn it. YouTube is there. You can learn any skill from YouTube. There are many videos if you go for knitting as well. So there are many videos on knitting. So whichsoever YouTuber you find good, you are able to learn from them. You are able to understand their language and everything, their tactics and all. So go for it and learn it over time, right? So everything is possible. It's just that your zeal should be there. Zeal to do something in life. And then you can do anything, I must say.
Yeah, I would like to share one of my stories with you. That one of my friends, she has done her like a fashion designing. Okay, and she was good in designing and creating all the stuff. But after getting married, she got stuck. Like she's in a joint family, and the entire day she has to cook for morning, afternoon, and the thing is that exact time, if the all the persons will eat at 1 o'clock, so they will have it 1 o'clock. So these are the things. And like joint family, you know about that. Whenever I told her, whenever I asked her about, okay, so can will you start your work? You are alone, na, that's why you are telling these things. That have that responsibility. You can do whatever you want to do, but I have so many responsibilities that I have to take care of my family, I have to take care of my in-laws, and the sister-in-law is also there, brother-in-law and their kids as well. So when I was talking to her one day, so I thought that she is telling right things, because I don't think so that I have so many responsibilities. Yeah, I have, but that is a different way of like seeing the things, that their family sometimes in village, they are okay, they have need only for the work. Okay, you have to do this work, that work. But yeah, and she told me that okay, I have only 1 hour for myself, that I can take rest or I can do work. So I said, okay, this is a genuine problem with some of the women, that they are facing with their family. They want to, like, they want to do so many things, but they can't. But they can't. But some of the girls, like, they have done their master in English, but they don't have zeal. They want, okay, I want to learn English, but when and how to start, where to start, they don't know. So
Mm-hmm.
I always encourage them that you can do. Like there are so many. Like I told her that you can join Skype. There are so many women that you can take an inspiration from them, that how they can start their journey. And you have done master in computer, but you are not able to speak. Okay, and you are not able to crack an interview as well in private school. So how will you survive? Because without doing any work, according to me, without doing any work, you are like useless. You can't like live for yourself. If you want to live for yourself, so you have to do any work at home, uh, like instead of household chores. Everyone is doing that work.
Mm-hmm.
So That's great. Okay, so tell me something about you, that how did you start your English journey? Because it is so inspiring when I watch your videos. So I love to watch your videos, the way you are talking and the vocabulary you are using. And it is all the stuff is superb. So tell me something about that.
Okay, so my journey has been very miraculous, I must say, because I started out of nowhere. And just on one sudden day, I was just stumbled upon one of the YouTuber's video, and there I thought of connecting with him because he was also practicing his English with other co-learners. So I thought, let me also try and let me see where I stand. And then I had a good conversation with him, but I had this realization that I was lacking in confidence. Although I had good knowledge, good thought process, but still I was not able to express it confidently. So I thought I need to work upon it. And to work upon it, I can connect to many other YouTubers like him. And I thought, since I have to connect with YouTubers, so if I am going to be there on YouTube anyhow, so I can also create my channel and do the same thing. So I created my channel. And since then, I've been practicing my English with co-learners only, and been I've been progressing day by day, and then there is no looking back, I must say, because I have been exposing myself to different kind of English content since then. Earlier than this, I was not consciously doing it, but somehow, like, here and there I was doing it. Whenever any English content pops up in front of me, then I was watching. Otherwise, I was not doing it consciously. But since then, when I started this journey, I've been consciously watching English vlogs, then English content. It could be anything interesting that interests me, and reading books somewhere a little here and there. Reading books. I'm not very much into reading, but yes, whenever I feel like I'm sitting idle, then I just pick up a book and read it. Like right now I was basking up in the sun, so I thought, let me just read few pages. So I turned few pages and that's it. So I'm not very much into reading, but then I'm more into listening and watching, because this is something that I can do along with my house chores. So I am more into this, and this is how my journey been. That is just that while managing my family, my kids, I have just uh, incorporate this English thing into my life itself. I just mixed it with my life and just been on this journey. It's just that you have to be consistent throughout. So consistency is something that made me fluent till now, and I think there is still a room for improvement. So I am learning new vocabularies, trying to apply that to my speaking, and I have a very good platform where I can actually incorporate whatever I am learning into my speaking and discuss on different topics with my co-learners. So it's being a very good platform for me, and a very it has plays a very major role in my fluency as well, because this is something I can rely upon, and I need not to look for co-learners or someone to practice with, but they are they are also approaching me explicitly. It's not that I have to look for them. So if you are good enough, if you are dedicated enough, people will also find you and start practicing with you.
Yeah, this is a great thing, Sunita, that you have told, that if you have that zeal and you are consistent about your work, about your learning, so definitely people will search you. So okay. So my question is that if the women, not only for women, if any learner wants to learn this language, so according to you, how they can start? Like grammar, we know about grammar. That grammar, definitely it is a daunting task for all of us. That okay, in your initial stage, you have to learn grammar. So according to me, I always tell that you can start with small structures, with small vocabulary. At least your mouth should be ready to speak. That okay, and your subconscious mind should be ready. Okay, I have to speak in English. So in this way, at least they can start. So what do you think about this?
I would say if they are a complete beginner, they don't have any knowledge about English or they never spoke this language, then they go for mixing a little English, like whatever new words they are learning in their daily life. Let's suppose for kursi, they have learned that we call it chair. So now they have to incorporate this new word into their speaking, whatever language they have been speaking till now. Let's suppose it's Hindi, so they can say in Hindi sentence only, like ye chair idhar de do, right? So instead of kursi, I've used chair. So incorporating English words into your Hindi first, and slowly and gradually, as you learn new words, new sentences, new vocabulary, you'll be able to make sentences, because without words, sentences cannot be formed. So first you need to learn few words, whatever you see around you. So try to label things around you in English, and look around, like if you can just describe your day, describe the weather, describe the scenery in front of you, or whatever activities you do on daily basis. So start with this. You should be confident enough to use all these things like in your speaking. Start with this and slowly and gradually widen your horizon, right? So this is something they can do. Grammar, I don't pay much heed to grammar because it's not very important, and you become conscious when you just sit with grammar book, and you'll feel overwhelmed because when you're not able to understand, English is a complicated language. It is interesting as well, but a little complicated for beginners, because then they feel overwhelmed, they are not able to understand anything, and then they quit in their English speaking. So better to avoid that and start with some tenses, past tense, present tense, and future tense, so that you could be able to make some meaningful sentences. It's not that you're mixing tenses, right? So you'd be able to make sense out of your sentences if you learn some tenses and some articles like a and the. Prepositions is also very important to tell people where the particular object is and all that, right? So there are few things that you need to take care of while starting. There would be mistakes also. Mistakes are inevitable. There would be mistakes, but when you observe grammar structure, sentence structure, when you immerse yourself in English content and then reading books and all, so you observe the patterns, right? You should be inquisitive enough, curious enough to know more and more. You should crave for learning more, and then you'll see immense improvement in your speaking. Because of that curiosity only, you want to learn, you will research it on yourself, and when you research about one word, you'll get to know 10 more words or 10 more new phrases, and just practice speaking it. If you'll practice a particular phrase for 3 to 4 times, it will stick to your tongue. But there is a condition that you have to use it in your daily life as well. And then it will stick to your tongue. So there is not much work, but it's just that you have to, initially, you have to consciously do it. And over the period of time, it will come to you naturally. You need not to put many efforts on it. So this is
Yeah.
how it happens. It's not a rocket science, but it will happen naturally. You have to enjoy the process.
Yeah, that's amazing advice you have given, that at least they can start. And definitely whenever we will take our first step, so it will be hardest to take, but after that you will enjoy this journey,
Mhm.
because English is like, okay, we are speaking and it gives us confidence, and the more things that we can't deny this language, that okay, we don't have need to learn this language, but yeah, we have need for learning this
Mhm.
language. We should learn this language to
Right,
everyone.
right. Even you, I guess you have also noticed that when we go to kitchen, there are many containers you'll see, and nothing is labeled in Hindi. Everything is labeled in English, ingredients and whatever benefits we are getting out of it, the directions to use, everything is English. So that is why it is very important, because you are surrounded with English only, and well, if you don't know, if you don't understand, then how will you manage in day to day life, right? So that is why it is important for housewives as well.
Yeah, that's great.
Mhm.
That's Sunita.
Right.
So, yeah,
So
do you have
if
any?
yes, yes, yes. So I'm very curious to know about your journey as well. How did you start and how long have you been in this journey?
Yeah, it's a fantastic journey. I can say that, Sunita, in 2021, I started my journey. At that time, I joined a life coaching mastery course, and in that course, all the women were speaking in English, but I was not able to utter one sentence at that time. So I thought, okay, I should learn English, even though I have completed my master in computer. But I didn't realize the value of speaking English. I knew all the things, but yeah, it was okay for me. And that time, I thought, okay, I should join an institute or online stuff. That then I joined few classes, and within 6 months, like I got my first job, online job at home, and that was a counselor job, because I love to talk. I love to talk more, and being a woman, that we have that ability, that we are good to advise people. So I joined my job, and I was enjoying that. Okay, I am learning, and I was earning 20K at home as well. So that was the ecstatic moment for me. So that was my journey, and after that I learned so many things, because after getting married, I didn't do any job, and around 10 to 12 years I didn't do any work. So then I learned so many things from my manager, from my co-salespersons, that they have done that job from Byju's and all the stuff. And I didn't know anything, like little bit about the sale, but I was confident that okay, I can do it. But after, like within a year, I resigned from my job because of my family. My father-in-law was not well, and I thought that my manager will throw out me from the company, that you are not doing work properly. So I thought that okay, I should resign from the job. And then I continue my journey, and I started my startup because of my confidence. And now my manager, he approached me again, and my former manager and my former CEO of the company, he told me that you can start again, and we'll form another company. And yeah, I'm working on that. So it's a
Hmm.
great, I can say that English gave me creative opportunity. After 2020, I didn't stop.
That's amazing. So you created an impression on your manager so that, now they are approaching you again. You created that kind of impression. That's amazing.
Being a woman, I think that we have that ability. If we can manage our house, if we can manage our family, like our kids, with all the stuff, that why we can manage our work as well. So
Mhm.
like simultaneously I was working, and I didn't tell, like even one time that sir, I'm busy. No, anytime if he called me, sir, I'm ready, I'm ready.
Mhm.
Spirit, he, oh my god, you are like the person who is always ready to do work. So I was thinking,
Mhm.
so I'm learning every day new things. So recently I met, first time I met my former CEO, and he was telling me that I just worked with him 8 months, and he told me that entire team, I know about you, that you are Varsha, because your work was superb, and
Mhm.
the spirit of, so that is the thing, Sanita, that I want to share my experience with all the women, that you can do at home whatever you want to do. So sometimes I pat my back that okay, I'm doing well, and
Mhm.
I ask myself, no one can if appreciate me, but I always appreciate myself, that okay, I'm learning every day, I'm doing something different every day. So this is the great achievement that I have done. Yeah,
Right, well said. So it's very important to do whatever it takes till the time you are content with yourself. If you are content in doing household chores, that's completely fine because you are satisfied with whatever you're doing. But if you feel that something is missing, try to strive for it and try to put whatever it takes. Even if you have to burn the midnight oil, even if you have to wake up till late night, right? But do it till the time you are content with yourself. So that's amazing you are doing. So you told me that you took coaching for around 6 months, right? So after
yeah.
that, like,
I'm taking now as well. Every day I'm
mm,
learning that something new. I'm spending money for myself.
that's an investment, right? Right.
Yes.
So I want to ask a question that if somebody is into coaching or somebody is taking classes from a trainer, then can they be content enough or can they be satisfied enough that I'm taking 6 months of coaching or 3 months of coaching and after that I'll be fluent? Like people ask for it when they go to trainer, they ask them explicitly that do you think I'll become fluent in this time duration, whatever you are providing, 3 months, 6 months, I'll be fluent. So what would be your answer to them?
Yeah, definitely. I would like to tell my opinion over there, that as I was a counselor, so I always tell students, or who they want to take sessions, trainer will give you their 100%. But the thing is, if you will not give you 100%, so how will you learn? That depends on you, na? That depends on the people, that if they have limited time, okay, some people they can learn within a 3 months if they don't have sufficient time. And for beginners, I don't tell them that you can take sessions, because for beginners they can learn from the YouTube as well, and they can take sessions where the people are teaching with low cost. They can start from there. And according to me, if you want to achieve big, so you have to spend for yourself. Okay, if you want to hike in your salary, so you have to spend for yourself. So there is the way that you can learn. Yeah, there is not exactly a time limit that you can learn from within 3 months. You can learn within 3 months. That depends on you, that you
Hmm.
can learn months, you can learn within 6 months as well. So
Right.
person to person.
Right, right. I agree with you on this part because, fluency is not time bound. We cannot say you'll learn in 3 or 6 months or 1 year. It totally depends on your efforts, whatever you are putting in to just learn this language or to be fluent at this language. Mentor or trainers can only give you some guidelines or some tips and tricks, or they can just make your base strong. But the efforts, the kind of research you're doing on yourself, the self learning, it is to be done by yourself only. They cannot come to your house and make you learn things and quiz you on every time. But if you are dedicated enough, disciplined enough, then you can gain fluency in just 3 months as well, right?
Yeah,
So in no
personal
time you can gain fluency.
example of our student, I hire the trainers as well. So one of our students, she's teaching in grade 12th. Okay,
Hmm.
physics. She was not able to speak uh, like one sentence, and when she started her journey, and that time she was not able to speak. And within 6 months, now whenever I talk with her, so she didn't speak
Hmm.
at least one word in Hindi. I try to speak with her like in Hindi, but she didn't. Always,
Okay.
yeah. Last I talked and
Hmm.
I asked, "You want to continue? Okay, if you want to continue, you can. Otherwise, if you no, man." I gave 6 months to myself that I have to
Hmm.
learn, and now she is able to speak. That is her consistency. That
Hmm.
she consistent. Sometimes what we do, like, okay, 3 months I have taken the sessions. Now I have to leave. Then I will
Hmm.
continue. No, she was taking continuously 6 months course, and now I can see like, okay, my God, like that was the change in her communication that she is able to speak. And she used that like in the evening she was taking sessions, and at school she was speaking with her students, and that was the thing that we can do. And I think this year there will be increment in her salary as well, because she was, and one of our students, she was a computer teacher, and she was not able to speak in English, and she was good in computer. And she told that I'm learning English, and principal told her that, okay, if you will be able to speak within 3 months, so we'll give you hike in your salary. So she got like 20K from 35K. That much hike it was in her.
Right. Hmm.
That you can do with yourself, but you have to think about you, that you can do or you can't.
Right, right. So by this communication skill, she got such a hike in her salary. So yes, you should not be, you should not make communication skills or English a barrier in your growth. So better to work upon it right away and get that high, get that growth in your career. And there is a lot of competition also. There are many good speakers, and you are just lagging behind them because of this communication skills, right? So why not to work upon it? And why not to let your kids also work upon it? You have to help your kids as well. And one of the best ways to just grow in your fluency or just to improve your fluency is teaching. So whatever you are learning, try to explain it or share it with your friends, or you can get some learners who want to learn from you and just teach them. And it will stuck to your memory for a longer run when you teach, when you share whatever you're learning.
Yeah, that's true. So it's almost 30 minutes, so we can just stop.
Right, right, right. Good time to wrap up the call. And it was really a fruitful session, I must say. And this would be very inspirational for all the ladies out there who want to start something or who want to start their English learning journey.
Yeah, that's true. And you are also an inspiration for all of us, that whenever I see your videos, so I think that, okay, I share with my friends as well, that, okay, some of our co-learners, that I share their videos with them, that you can also start, dear, start, wake up. You can also start the videos that you share with them, that at least they can start their journey. They
Mhm.
can be independent. I love to
Right.
independently, that they can live their life. uh, so this is my one of the initiative that I am taking for them.
That's amazing. So you're not just working upon yourself, but helping others as well. That's amazing. Great
Yeah.
job. Okay. So let's wrap up this call here only and expecting to meet you again in future.
Another
Okay.
over there. Okay, bye
Yes.
bye.
Okay then. Bye. Have a good day.
Same to you, dear.